training, archers, salutations, I'm just a Mike before I forget to do that for like 10 minutes. And welcome back to Kingdoms, Two Crowns. Let me just try to get that mouse out of there. Did we destroy the portal? The sun's coming up. Assuming that's the sun and not just like a lot of pollution in front of the moon. Because apparently the moon looks yellow with a lot of pollution in the air in front of it. Which is interesting. I find it an oddly pleasant color for what it is. I need 4, 5, 6. I don't know what that torch does. And I don't feel like experimenting with it on this series, because I want everything to go smoothly, unlike Island 3, which we are on. Drunken sailor, pull the microphone closer. Alright. Should still be out of frame from a webcam. Oh yes, money. So much money. More money. Give me the money. I am your monarch. Do not throw tea in the harbor. If you throw tea in the harbor, we will shoot. And massacre poor innocent people who are just kind of throwing rocks at people. So not really innocent, but like, close enough. Just because they're being dicks doesn't mean that we should be dicks. Part of the Christian philosophy that Britain was part of. What am I on about? I'm just kind of talking at this point. Sounds of rain is vaguely relaxing. The sound of my computer running hot and heavy is not as relaxing. Eat the rats. I'm gonna wait here. Done eating rats? Can we go now? Cool. Got places to be, things to pay for. 3 minutes. 3 minutes in. 3 minutes in. 3 minutes in. I'm getting into a lovely argument with someone on iPhone. It's about vaccines, and it's led to me learning more about vaccines, which I find absolutely pleasant. Because, like, the more you know, the more you can fight against ignorance. And that's the important thing. Either willful ignorance or just not really being that well educated on the subject. Being able to rebuttal with facts and such is great. Willful ignorance is a little bit more of a problem there, though. Because then they don't quite care about facts or reasoning. So yeah, I learned about the DTaP and TDAP vaccines, which are for 3 separate but equally, well, maybe not equally deadly, but 3 separate but very deadly diseases that affect the respiratory system. I'm gonna give it to Bank Dude. Bank Dude will love to have this. Bank Dude is nowhere near. overall going pretty good. So one is what is commonly known as whooping cough. Another is like kyphosis or something like that, which is I don't think it's an infection, but yeah. And the third is lockjaw, also known as tetanus, which I found real interesting. They were talking about how their experience with it was that getting their shot after a workplace injury is, they were told that it would be another 10 years before they had to get it. Is he in this house yet? No? Good. Gotta drop off a lot of coin. No, I need to give him this money. I need to get it out of my fucking purse. So yeah, where I've left off in that discussion/argument is me asking them if their adult immune system is the equivalent to that of a child's immune system. Because this whole thing was started because there was a post about like how many vaccines children have to take in 2019 or something like that. And there were like 4 or 5 DTaP vaccines. And then there were a few more DTaPs, and it was interesting. The DTaP and the Tdap apparently are like still for the 3 diseases, but there's some distinction between them. I'm not sure. Because you have to treat them differently, because they're different strains of disease. And like, the way vaccines work, from my understanding, is that we collect really weak strains of diseases that humans have encountered before, and then we put it into a human with a healthy immune system. That way, their immune system recognizes it as like, wait, no, fuck that. And it'll be like, okay, so we don't have to find a new way to fight this again. Let's just write down its information, and we'll be able to more efficiently fight it next time it shows up. And they basically get the magic bullet to stop that disease. Which, you know, is important. Otherwise you get measles. Let's see. I wonder if I tag this with vaccines and like conspiracy theory, maybe the plot is going to show up where it's like, hey, learn more about vaccines here. Follow that. Click on that, actually. Not right now. Wait until the end of the video. Please, click on that then. If you want to learn more, just equip yourself to take down those who are not well versed on the subject. What else? But yeah, so, given that it was a workplace injury, my assumption is that they got tetanus, and then they got a tetanus shot, which lasted them for 10 years after that. But I don't think that was a vaccine. Because vaccines are for preventing disease. So it wouldn't work if after the injury you got it. I barely pieced that together. Wait a minute, I want to talk to them again. I hope they respond. The shot they got could not have been a vaccine, because that is poor form on medical treatment. Not just poor form, stupid. That's not... It wouldn't work. Oh shit, I got 3. I got 4. Holy crap. So many people here need bows. Let's get some bread on both of these little bakeries. What was I thinking? What else do I need to cover? Get vaccinated. Although I didn't do it this year, I should have gotten my flu shot, because the flu is something very serious, and it contributes to this thing called herd immunity, where if a lot of people have the vaccine... Let's ring this bell. I feel ready to go. Does the bell bring the knights? Oh, it does! Oh, hey! That's fucking rad. Alright, well... let's put down a couple spears. Handful of hammers. Selection of spears, a handful of hammers, a bunch of bows. And that should be all the tools that are required. That way if people get hurt, they can always come back, arm up, and this place should last a little bit longer. And with that, we head off to Island 4. Where hopefully things don't go wrong. This is actually a pretty good spot to end it. I think I might just call it here. Talk a little bit more about vaccines. Getting vaccines for you and your children is taking care of yourself and them, and a whole lot of other people. Herd immunity, that's what I was going with. There are some people who cannot get vaccines for one reason or another, outside of religious beliefs or... Okay, the reflection of the boat is interesting. You can see the mast behind the thing, but based on the angle that we're looking at it, we shouldn't be able to see them. Regardless, that's how herd immunity works. I was talking about herd immunity. I didn't go over how herd immunity works. There are people who can't get vaccines for one reason or another, outside of personal or religious reasons. And that means that they are susceptible to the disease pretty much no matter what. Herd immunity comes in when everyone around them is vaccinated, so the disease can't spread to them. Not as easily. At least that's from my understanding. I haven't actually researched herd immunity. But it sounds kind of interesting. And it sounds reasonable based on what I understand about it. The disease's spread is pretty much halted by someone who's vaccinated because their immune system takes it down and they can't spread it. But when you don't get your children vaccinated, measles outbreak. Literally, it's a problem, and that's why I am arguing with this person online, outside of just to test my mental mettle, which I deeply enjoy just whacking that hammer against the blade that is my wit to make it a finer point. Why did two corners drop there? Oh, they're shooting things from up there. It's not helpful. I can't pick those up. I'm gonna wait until we see the end. I don't know what happens when we pass the end of the island. But yeah, so get vaccinated. Get your children vaccinated. Don't yell at people who don't believe in vaccinations. Just talk to them. Try to get them to understand. And if that doesn't work, talk to their children. There was this one kid who, after he turned 18, got vaccinated for everything. Because he was an adult, he could make that decision now. And it's amazing. He was someone who was able to be reached, and that means the children who aren't vaccinated can be reached. I also like the lighting going on the roof. This is a side note. I want to draw this lighting with like the white across the face and then the yellow on the front. I want to do some double lighting sort of thing so I can figure out how to do that, because that sounds awesome. I also want to see, I need to look at how light reacts off of different surfaces. Because, like, you can see on my glasses, the little circle with the white dot in the middle, that is my lamp. I shouldn't have looked straight at my lamp when I said lamp. How? But yeah, so... yeah. Also, diseases mutate and change, so that's part of the reason why we get vaccinated multiple times for very similar diseases. It's the reason why we have to get the flu shot every year. Because... yeah, the strain changes. I think the flu covers slightly more than one disease. I don't know. But it changes and mutates to try to better infiltrate our system. And that's why the flu shot isn't 100% effective. Because it keeps evolving and changing, and we're predicting which strain is going to be the main one for this year. So yeah. There goes the island. Thank you guys very much for watching. Remember to take care of yourselves and get vaccinated. And that tomorrow's another day. I hope to see you then. Bye. I like that. I like the little heart thing. It's fun. I like waving my arms about and then doing a little heart thing. I almost hit my mic stand, which again isn't a mic stand. I'm just gonna pull this over for you. It's a stack of DVDs. I don't know if I'm in frame, but that's my mic stand. A Christmas present from my sister.